episode 10. Are you ready? Folks, we're ready. Let's just get rid of the purple elephant in the room tonight. Some of you may be looking right now and going, Paul, I think you may have just reached into Shelby's drawer and grabbed one of her t-shirts tonight. I think you made a mistake. And I did. I literally went in Shelby's drawers, not just drawers, just her shirt drawer. Anyway.
You better fold that and put that back.
I will put it back. But I did it on purpose, folks. I did it on purpose because it is Women's History Month. And by God, I'm celebrating. I am honoring women, and I'm doing it and wearing a t-shirt. I'm wearing a women's t-shirt. And, by the way, it's purple. Yeah. Hey, Elder rocks. But I'm doing it because purple is the color of Women's History Month. You've already learned. Hey, the more you know. But, folks, we're celebrating. So Women's History Month is all about what women have done to further everything. Voting, politics, everything. I'm giving you a cocktail. I'm giving you Women's History Cocktail tonight. Are you ready? Let's do this. Blue Monkey Quarantina. Oh, we could have made them purple tonight. No, Blue Monkey Quarantina. Only business, monkey business. Folks, let's talk about women. Let's do this. Here we go. That's mine. I'll take that. We're ready. Folks, it is time for the Blue Monkey Quarantina show. Folks, here we are. Welcome to the Blue Monkey Quarantina. Once again, me, and if you're tuning in late, I feel like I'm going to have to clarify this several times tonight. If you're tuning in late this evening, yes, Paul does have on a woman's t-shirt, but it's Women's History Month, and I'm celebrating. I am honoring women by wearing, as far as you know, one article of clothing of women's, possibly two. We may have a guest tonight, by the way. Here we go. We had a little pregame. Folks, here's what's happening tonight. I'm going to give you a little bit of history about several women who have shaped the world of cocktails as we know it. Yeah, it's great stuff. Folks, you just don't realize it. So let's start. Let's go back. I'm going to give you 1920s. I'm giving you Mary, Louise, Cecilia. Apparently, her parents had a tough time coming up with a name. So, Mary Louise Cecilia Guinan, a.k.a. Texas Guinan. Now, was she a bartender, Paul? No, she wasn't. Oh, so she must have owned a bar. No, she didn't. Paul, how did she influence the world of cocktails? If she didn't own a bar, she never made a drink. She probably had some drinks. I know she did, because here's what she did. During the 20s, so she was an actress. She was a showgirl. She was on Broadway. But in the 20s, she found a job. She became an MC. Yeah, master of ceremonies at bars. So this was a thing back in the day. This is how the entertainment started in clubs. You had an MC that would kind of keep the crowd going, Hey, we got a toast over here. Well, she was one of the best. Not only was she one of the best, she was the first female MC at a bar ever. And she was a huge success. So if you ever want to look her up, check it out. She's actually hilarious. She gets the bars rolling every time. She had a tagline. She would start off. She would say, "Hey, suckers, what are you drinking?" "Hey, suckers" was her little tagline. And by the way, make sure you say that properly, especially when you're on YouTube. "Hey, suckers." And that was her thing. How good was she? Now, you got to remember, this is Prohibition time, right? It's the 20s. So she would, everywhere she went, basically the authorities followed her and they were shutting down every bar she went to because that's the biggest bar that was going on. She was the precursor of basically nightclubs. And so during the 20s, everybody was hiring her. One of the stories says that during 1 month Think about this. In 1 month, as good as she was, she made over $700,000. Folks, I mean, she was rocking it. So she got so good, so big that in 31, she actually took her show on the road. Actually, she didn't take it on the road. She took it on the ship. Packed up her other girls. They went to Europe on a ship, and they were going to do it there. Here's the problem. She was so notorious that none of the countries would even let her in. Now, you would think, oh, poor girl, it was a failure. No, because she took that debacle, ended up writing a Broadway play called Too Hot for Paris. That was a huge success. She won again. So, two Texas guymen, again, Texas, that's where she was from originally. So, Texas guymen, she was the precursor to nightclubs. Fast forward, 1946-ish. If we're talking about nightclubs, we got to talk about Ann Sheridan. Paul, who's Ann Sheridan? She have a first nightclub? No, she didn't. She was a bartender? No. Owned a bar? No, she didn't do that either. Yeah, this is another one. So, another actress, and huge success. Did a lot of B movies, did some A movies. Look up Black Lagoon, you'll find her. Starred with Ronald Reagan, as a matter of fact, in another movie. Again, if you're just tuning in, yes, I do have a women's t-shirt on. It's Women's History Month. It's a celebration, honoring, go on. Anyway, so she rocked it, and so here's what she was known for. She actually had one of the first nightclub cocktails named after her. Now, that's pretty awesome, right? I mean, that's huge. And so here's the thing. She frequented one of the first big nightclubs in New York City. It's called the Stork Club. So the Stork Club was the place to be. My boy Ernest Hemingway was a regular and went to the Stork Club. So, you know it had to be good. Shelby, do me a favor. You got to come here, Max. Come on. There's only 3 people on here. Get in here. Come here. I got to take a break. Right here. Slide around. Come on. Get back here. I know you've never been on a show.
I have not.
This is Max. Max, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
All right. What'd you just do?
Won a tournament.
Won a tournament! Yeah! I had to ditch early because of all of you alcoholics out there. I had to come here to feed you while this kid is off winning some tournaments.
Congrats.
High five. Well done.
Very
Good
proud
stuff?
of you.
Yeah,
All right, you're allowed to go now.
I'm probably gonna go.
I know.
Is Clay still here?
No. All right.
Good to see you.
Little family stuff. But here we are. We're back. So anyway, yeah, so she's at the Stork Club. She's the regular. And they they write a book called the Stork Club Bar Book. And you got to understand, the Stork Club is, like I said, it's not only the place to be. It was a speakeasy that turned into this great nightclub. There's a whole history there. But anyway, they write the Stork Club Bar Book. And the book itself, I perused it for about 45 seconds, because again, I only have 8 minutes. And what's great about the book, they break down, they are proud that they serve drinks. And the book is broken down to morning at the Stork Club with all the cocktails you would get in the morning, then noon at the Stork Club, what you basically get at noon, and then evening.
I want to go.
Right? I mean, this is a great place.
Sounds like the perfect day drink place.
Yes, they are.
Morning, noon, and night.
So they were probably the pioneers of day drinking, right? And then they had the back end of the book. And in the back end of the book were all of the specialty drinks that they kind of built for these special people that were part of it. And one of those peoples was Ann Sheridan. And they gave her a lot of props for this cocktail that we are about to do tonight. Now, what is it? All right, it's the Ann Sheridan, if you haven't been keeping up. And it is simple. It is basically rum, curacao, and lime juice. Paul, rum and lime. It sounds like it's just a daiquiri. Oh, folks, just a daiquiri. Look, this isn't just a daiquiri. This is a daiquiri that introduced carousel. And what did that preclude? The margarita. Enter 3 more women that we celebrate tonight. We have Marjorie King, we have Margaret Sane, and we have Rita Hayworth, all who lay claim to one of the most famous cocktails in the world, the margarita. And Ann Sheridan was the precursor to that drink. And again, if you don't remember the stories, remember Marjorie King, she makes claim to it. She was in Tijuana, I believe, and the bartender, there were certain things she didn't like, so he made this special cocktail, the margarita. Margaret Same, who was relatives at the Hilton, she made claim to it, and Rita Hayworth. Anyway, watch the margarita episode if you want to find out the details. But the point is that is just one more nod to the women who have played such a vital role into our cocktail world. And Paul, for God's sakes, make the damn drink. Yes, I'll make the damn drink. Now, get a couple glasses, throw a little bit of ice in there, chill them down, all right? This one, folks, she's a great, delicious one, and she's an easy one. So, a little bit of ice in a shaker. There's probably a horrible joke there, and I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. I'm going to, right here.
Yes. Back away.
Backing away. There it is. Folks, if you're just tuning in, yes, I have a women's t-shirt on. It's Women's History Month. All right, here we go.
I have the recipe up, so if you keep going that way.
Sorry. Folks, there it is. Yes. Recipe. Did I get it?
Yeah.
I'm getting better at this. All right. Rum. Go with a white, clear rum. White rum, 2 ounces. So the original recipe, I will tell you, was a very light...
There we go.
All right, sorry. It was a very light recipe. What I mean by that, I've upped it, but I haven't changed the ratios. But it was like 2/3 of an ounce, 1/3 of an ounce, 1/3 of an ounce. I don't even know what that is. That's like a whisper of a cocktail drink. 2 ounces. So 2 ounces of nice white rum. And one for Shelby.
Yeah. I caught that.
I caught that too. Sorry. We may pre-gamed a little bit quickly. Now, carousel. So this is the kicker, right? So the carousel is what really kind of changes all this, and what really made the cocktail different. It was not been before. So 1 ounce per. So there's one for me and one for Shelby. And then the lime. Now, here's the thing about the lime. There's 2 things that were different when Harry K., he's the one who kind of gets credit for this actual cocktail that he made for Ann Sheridan. So first of all, it's 1 ounce of lime juice. Oh, perfect. But there was a specific thing that he always said, and that was to take the shell and put it into the shake. And that was part of his recipe. So we're following you, dude. I am but a lowly bartender following what you've told me to do. The last thing that we're going to do today is we are going to add our emergency, folks. Emergency, actually with history and roots tied back to women. I am pretty sure that a woman was the actual true inventor of emergency. I have no proof of this other than it's March, and we're going to go with it. Anyway, emergency, sponsoring and supporting Women's History Month, not sponsoring our show. Give it a little sprinkle of that. And in fashion of Harry, let's just put the whole packet in there too. No, don't do that. That would be a mess. All right, folks, that's it. That's your drink. Give it a shake. How we doing? Hey, how did that pour? Oh, whew. Lovely pour can. There we are. We're having fun, folks. Did I tell you I have a woman's t-shirt on tonight? You're welcome. All right. Then we're going to come back, take that ice, get rid of it, and move that cocktail out of the way so I don't look like a pure alcoholic. And we're going to do a little strain on these since we have this extra fruit. And you know what? Here, I'm going to come over here. The long pour. There it is. Folks, we got to come back with a garnish. I'm going to call it a lime wheel kind of a night. What do you think, Sheldon?
Sounds good to me.
All right. If you're happy, I'm happy. We're going to throw that right on the side. Boom. And boom. Folks, there it is. Your quarantine Ann Sheridan cocktail. And I apologize because I hate to say quarantine Ann Sheridan because that sounds bad. But it's a quarantine style Ann Sheridan cocktail. Let's see how she tastes. Oh, actually, oh my gosh. It's almost better.
Chase the dog out.
It's almost better than just a straight up margarita. The sourness, it's not there. It's just a pure, you get the orange flavor of that carousel. And then with a little bit of that lime, the rum, I mean, God bless you, Ann. That's a good cocktail. Folks, let me leave you with something here. So I'm going to give you one last little bit of women knowledge and power. By the way, if you're enjoying this, subscribe. Funny thing, found out this morning during our 8 minutes of research, I asked Shelby, I said, hey, I need to figure out how my YouTube channel pops up. And she pulled it up. And guess who's not subscribed yet until today? Yeah, my wife.
Not true. Just hadn't logged in on my iPad.
True. Anyway, folks, last thing I want to give you. Here it is. This is going to blow your mind. We talk about the cocktail so much, right? And I've given you stories about how the cocktail came to be invented. Let me give you one of the best. And let me give it credit to Betsy Flanagan. 1780. I mean, we're going back. This is Revolutionary wartime. So Betsy Flanagan, who, by the way, owns her own tavern in 1780, like, that's already amazing. But no, we're not done there. Because in 1780, during the Revolutionary War, she's serving out drinks to the Americans and the French, and they're coming in, and this place is the place to be. And she's not only making them drinks, she is feeding them food. Yep, coming around. There you go. Well, hold on. Let me pause. Give a little. Let me come over here. Wait, scoot over. Nope. Up here. Get on the other side. Cheers. All right.
Had to work for that one.
Yeah, we got to work. Hold on. So anyway, she's making them drinks and food. Right, delicious.
That's a new favorite.
It's a new favorite. So anyway, one of the things that she does very well is she makes some great pheasant and chicken. Yeah. But that's not all. Because this is fresh stuff, right? So she's plucking these chickens, right? Yeah. And guess what she does? She takes the feathers of the cockerel. Cockerel, that's what you call.
Yes.
Yeah.
You said it right.
I got it. Yeah, I'm not that far off tonight. And she decorates the bottles and jars and drinks with cockerel feathers. That's right. Cocktail feathers in the drink. Now, there's one night in particular where there is a officer there, and he proclaims and says, basically, Betsy, give us a glass of cocktails for the table. So she brings over all drinks with cocktail feathers in it. And at that point, a French officer who's also there, he stands up and he says, Viva la cocktail! Folks, this is a true story. That, my friends, is one of the explanations is how today we have cocktails. Thank you, Betsy. Viva la Betsy. Viva la woman. Because of her, yeah, we have cocktails. Folks, there you go. Let me bring it in right here. Cheers. Chink. Oh, wait, that's your part.
Chink.
There you go. I hope you enjoyed it. And by the way, again, if you're coming in late, yeah, it's a women's t-shirt. Folks, it's Women's History Month. We honor women this month. I hope you've enjoyed your little knowledge and tour and a great cocktail. All for the women that have got us here today. So, love you all. Cheers. And, I got to do a special plug. Am I right? Is it special plug time? Can I do it, Shelbs? Next week, right?
Yes.
Okay. Are we broke? Are we good? Is there anybody on tonight?
Yeah,
2 people.
background screen came up with,
All right. Are we good?
yeah.
Folks, next week, I don't care what you're doing. 7:30 next week. It's huge. Like, not big. Not like huge. Folks, it's 1 year. It is 1 year of this quarantine cocktail show. Yeah. Almost to the day. Do you think we're doing something special? Oh, you better freak out. Hey, suckers, it's going to be big. And you get ready. I don't care what you're doing. Invite your friends. Invite your enemies. Invite your friends' enemies. I don't care. I want to load up that show. I want 8 people watching it next week. I'm doubling up. 8 people. Folks, that's all we got. Love you. Next week. Be there. Good night.